salutations as always, and welcome to Logic Lounge with Fleazy Jones. That's me, episode 72, brought to you by the good brother Block Legend 7. Shouts out to Block Legend 7. 72, man. The brother that I have joining me on the lounge tonight is responsible for, honestly, someone who is becoming one of the greater talents that's out here in the world. Period. One of my former guests, actually, I was blessed to have a sit down with this young lady, and that's Pretty Image. If you don't know about Pretty Image, man, right now I'm gonna make a bold statement and say, yo, this young lady is taking over Florida right now and working her way around the U.S. and eventually will be the world. And this gentleman that, again, is gracing me with his presence tonight is responsible for that. What I mean by that, this is the CEO of Risky Business Entertainment. Mr. Risky himself, man. I'm not gonna waste your time, people. Shouts out to everybody coming in live. I appreciate you, man. Shed a lot. Tell you people, because this man has got something to say, and I'm telling you, it's about to be one. So I'm gonna.
What's good? What's
Brother,
good?
brother,
Yeah, yeah,
brother, listen to me,
good.
man. When I tell you the people I bring here as of lately have
Hmm.
been what I call sleepers.
Right,
The
for sure.
accolades, the hats you wear. If y'all don't know, by the end of this tonight, you will listen, you will have brand new eyes. Brother, you are something else. I am
Hmm.
extremely grateful for this sit down. I know your time is money, and I know you don't have much of that, which is time, because you got to get to the money. So thank you for coming to the lounge today, man.
I
I appreciate.
appreciate you having me on, Fleazy. I appreciate you having me on, brother, for sure.
Well, I want to start it off, man. I said in the introduction
Hmm.
that's just a little sauce, man. Like, for those who do know, like I say, you are the reason that we have the awesome talent, which is Pretty Image. And when I got a chance to dig a little more and find out a little more about you, that's when I realized that wait a minute, he was an artist beforehand. So I want to kick it
Yeah.
off, man. You being the CEO, the founder, the owner, the creator of an independent label. Let's talk about it, people. That's not easy. How did you transition from artist to owner and CEO of Risky Business Entertainment?
Well, I was doing music back in, I want to say 2000, 2001. I was just like everybody else, an artist. I was rapping, I was doing that, and I went from back in '01, and a lot of people don't know this, but I ended up I got locked up in '01. Okay,
Oh,
I came home in '05, so a lot of people don't know this, but the first part of Pretty Image life, she saw her dad up the road, bro. Like she saw me locked up. She came to visit me up the road. You know what I'm saying? So for the first 3 years of her life, she just knew her daddy up the road. You know what I'm saying? And her mama would bring her to see me. So when you know what I'm saying? So by the time I got out, I started back getting into the music back in '05. And I kind of like, I don't know, I transitioned to want to just be behind the scenes. And then I want to just do some songwriting, which I did, some songwriting. And I did some ghostwriting for artists.
yes, sir.
And so it just kind of went from there. And I didn't really transition to the label and management until like 2016 when because I used to bring my daughters in the studio with me. That's how Pretty learned about the studio. She was probably 7, 8 years old, 6, coming in the studio with her daddy and learning the whole logistics when it comes to be in the studio and the recording environment.
Yes, sir.
And she loved it, and so we kind of went from there. To be honest with you, the transition back in 2016 when she wanted to do music, her sister wanted to do music, and so I said, well, let's do it. You know what I mean? So I transitioned from artist, music writer, to label and management around 2016.
So it just was like a smooth thing, because from what you're telling me, you're already juggling fatherhood and
Already.
your journey as an artist. So that's kind of
Right.
dope, because when you gave me when you answered the questionnaire, you let me know that you are just a lover of music. You remember
I
your
love music.
I wanna elaborate a little bit on the ghostwriting part, because you actually had one of your songs that you wrote actually get out there with a brother you say coming up at the time in Texas, I believe, Jay Capone featuring Ray
Jacob
J and Bun B.
and Bun B.
You want
Yeah,
to
man. I wrote the.
tell me about that?
Yeah. I wrote. Well, I wrote the hook. A producer that by the name he actually goes by Gator Mount Productions, and he's out of Largo, Florida. We would come in the studio. He'll create the beats. I'll come up with some hooks, come up with songs, whatever, for the tracks. He came up with the beat. I came up with the hook, and we started shopping it out. And so the management for Jay Capone said, "Hey man, we want this song, and we want the hook, and we want this to be his single." And I was like, "Okay, shit, let's go." And he said, "Well, we're gonna put Bun B and Ray J on it." So Ray J, the hook actually that I wrote, Ray J sung the hook. So he ended up doing the hook, and they had Bun B rapping a verse on the song with Jay Capone. That was his single. Jay Capone was actually doing quite well. They were pushing that to the fullest. And what happened was he ended up getting the man. The man was part of some type of something happened with the feds that stepped down. So I'm not sure what was going on out there in Texas, but the feds stepped in on something that he was doing, and he ended up having to put his music on hold, and he ended up doing some time.
Yeah.
I want to say the man got like anywhere from like 15 years.
Oh wow.
So it's some bad time. Yeah. Something to do with the cartel and all. I'm like, what the hell? Like that was like, damn, they were pushing it. Like it was all over
Yeah.
Texas pushing this song.
Yeah.
And he got hit by the feds and everything, man. And shout out to, I know Jake is home now. Jake Capone's home now, so shout out to him. But it was just a time that happened for him in his career that he ended up, getting knocked off by the feds, man. And that kind of like fucked up everything for him. But it fucked up our motion that we had going on, because we had so much shit going on, so much motion, especially putting behind that single. You know what I mean?
So now we got artists, we got ghostwriter, songwriter, which is a whole spectrum. Like you don't that don't just put you at just rap. So that's dope. Now, how did we get to Risky Business Entertainment? How did we get there, and how did that get created?
It's crazy though. One of my favorite movies was a movie called Risky Business. I don't know. It's from the '80s. It featured Tom Cruise, a young Tom Cruise, and in the movie, he ended up like his parents are on vacation. He ended up crashing like his dad's Ferrari, and he had to like, oh my god, how I'm gonna get this shit fixed? So he met this escort or whatever, and she helped put together a whole thing. It's like, look, we're gonna have a brothel at your home, and we're gonna create this. You know what I'm saying? So he became like this little young pimp in high school, and in the movie, with all these girls at his house and guys paying money to come. You know what I mean? End up being able to get enough money to get the car fixed and then some. You know what I'm saying? So that was like one of my favorite movies. Like, damn, I love that movie. So, which is crazy is a lot of people don't know that at one point in time in my life, I did run an escort business. So it kind of came along during that time.
Okay.
So it's like back in 2006, I think, 2007, nigga ran a whole escort business. It was like, okay, Risky Business Entertainment. So it came from the escort business to allow for to do this music shit. And so I just kept it on the music shit. That's how Risky Business came about. So Risky Business went from that, like really though, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna turn it to this music. I'm gonna keep the music going, leave the escort shit alone, and keep it on this. And it's been like the music ever since. But that's how it started up.
Oh,
My kids, like, I didn't, like, my kids were like trying to, they was like, they know, Dad, it's crazy. Cause I ended up telling them like later on as they got, became adults. I want to say I told them the truth. I said, look, man, I'm gonna be real with y'all. In case y'all hear from somebody else, cause like everybody knew, like, if you want some girls, call that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I told my kids about it, and my daughters were like, we knew something was up, cause nigga, we going on vacations. We got like the Christmas tree piled up to the ceiling with gifts. Nigga, we going, you know what I'm saying? They was like, we knew something was up, huh? Like, damn, like, what this nigga doing? So I finally told them the truth, though, as they became adults. I couldn't tell them as kids, though, but I waited till they got old enough to understand, well, this is what your pop was doing, man, just to get us where we was at, where we at now. But then, listen, we got the music thing now. This is where we at, and we're going to push this.
so and that was established in '07. That's '07 when you
Yes,
started
oh
that.
07.
Okay.
Yep, oh 07. Risky Business started in oh 07. Everything started in oh 07, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But that's how it really started, man. Bro, the escort business was off the chain, bro. Like, I had to let it go, man. I had to let it go. I had to let
So,
it go, man. I did.
but do you know
It did
that's
it
the
there.
beauty in it, brother? That's why I'm even more excited about this sit down because that's straight up from the ground up. There's a different respect from when you do something independent
Right.
than looking for something. And that makes me want to bring, man, just I gotta keep giving this man his flowers, y'all. So before I even talk about the award, I'm gonna come back to
Mm.
that. I want to
Okay.
talk about the summit that you just had here in January. The Florida
Right.
Summit, I believe I got my notes. Day Summit
It was
Festival.
Days Summit. Days Summit actually belongs to a young gentleman by Scott named Scott Morris. Him and I talked about bringing in the Days Summit here in Tampa. And we talked about it for a while now because I was in Atlanta doing some stuff. We were doing some things. We always bump into each other when we're in the A. Pretty Image have done a lot of shows and stuff out there for them. And so we talked about bringing the Day Summit here in Tampa. And so he was like, let's put it together. That was back, I want to say September maybe of last year. So we started putting it together for January to bring the Day Summit in Tampa, which we did. It was definitely a success. So many people came out. So many people showed up. And shout out to Scott Morris, man. But that's really his baby. That's his thing.
Okay.
But we definitely was able to bring it to Tampa, and it did its thing, man. So many people came and showed up and showed out. It was an amazing event. It was like a 3-day, 4-day event, and people, it was love, man. It was just love in the city, man. I enjoyed it. I was glad that we were there to bring it, and hopefully we can do it again. You know what I mean? So shout out to Scott Morris, man, for bringing Day Summer here to Tampa.
What I liked about that, and the reason I brung it up, brother, not only was it a success, not too long after the summit had ended, you actually put a video up where I saw the passion behind what you were saying. You were speaking about the artists, and you like, yo, pretty much, I convinced these people to come out here because I tell them there's so much talent in my
Here in
city
Tampa.
that you almost were letting them know, yo, don't miss your opportunities like that. So that
Right.
brings me to a question, brother. What made you gain that much love for your city? Because that's putting your city on. That's putting your money where your mouth is.
I mean, my city, but the city has so much talent. And the problem is, because even with the Day Summit, I was really a little upset that a lot of people from the Tampa area didn't beat up. Listen, Day Summit had people flying down from New York, Ohio. People came from Fort Lauderdale, Miami. I mean, from all over came to the Day Summit. I was a little upset that a lot of the people, from Tampa didn't come and show up and show out when you got, because not only, he had like real execs in the building. He had people from Atlantic Records in the building. He had people from the list goes on. It was just like real execs in the building that can help you get to where you need to get to. And for you to just let other people come into the city and show up and show out, and you don't show up and show
Yeah.
out, I was kind of upset with my, with everybody from the city. Like, damn, why y'all didn't come here and show up and show out? Like, these people came here because they want to see the talent that's here, and we got too much talent to just sit on it and not let people know what we are all about. You know what I mean? So it kind of threw me off. But that's why I had said what I said. You know, it's like, damn, man, y'all could have. I look, it was so many days, like 3-4 days of the summit. Where were y'all?
Yeah.
And a lot of people from Tampa didn't show up, man. And it's not like they didn't have the opportunity or didn't get the memo. Because at the end of the day, a lot of stuff was like a lot of free slots to come and perform in front of these people. And they still didn't choose to come out to really be a part of some shit that could have helped them further their career. And then they'll get in my DMs and ask me, what can I be doing to do further? First of all, get your ass in front of somebody that can help you. You asking me, and I gave you the sources. I told you what to do. These are free opportunities. And shout out to people that did come. I think one of the artists I knew, Anubia Storm, she came out. She's a female artist out here in Tampa. She came out. Baby came out to a couple of them. But it was like, it should have been more artists that came out to the summit, and they didn't. And that's kind of like, well, what are y'all doing? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All these major people in the building, y'all saying, when you gonna get this opportunity? Yeah. These people flew down for this shit. You know what I mean? They flew down for it. They spent their time and their money to come down to see the talent, because they keep hearing, oh, it's talent in Tampa. Let me come out here and check it. And y'all didn't show up. You know, it's that saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, you know? So.
I had to bring that up, brother, because like I say, I relate to that so much, because it put me in the mind my brother Block Legend 7. That's exactly what he has done and still is doing for the lovely city that we are from, and that's Chicago. So when I saw that, man, it made me go back, because, you know, I'm checking in, checking out, you know what I mean? And I'm looking, so I went back, and then I'm seeing the summit, and I'm like, damn, this man is really, like, legitimately putting on for his city. Let me just say it outright, brother. Motherfuckers is not doing that, bro. They not doing that.
I love my city, man. I love my city. I love the artists that are here. I don't know what else to do. It's like, I'm giving, these were opportunities that wasn't costing you shit, but your time to come out. Scott Morris he was letting you get free opportunities to come perform, not charging you. And if he was like, giving you a free one song to perform. Now, if you want to do another song, I think it was like maybe $20, $30. Who gives a shit? That ain't much. But if you want to do 2 songs, but a free song to come performing from Atlantic Records and all these major execs in the building, it don't get no better than that. And I'm telling you, they did not take advantage of none of that shit. Yeah. They let everybody from everywhere come into the city, and show the fuck out. And maybe 2 or 3, 4 people from Tampa came and showed up. And I was like, that ain't good. Yeah. That ain't good. How y'all let somebody come from another city? People fly down and outdo y'all. You don't want, at this point, you don't want what you want. You say you want the opportunity to do this shit. You want to do the music, but that showed to me that some of y'all don't really want to do it. You just talking, because here was an opportunity for you, and you chose not to take this free opportunity that didn't cost nothing but your time. It's in your backyard. It's right here in Tampa. Not travel far off to Atlanta. They brought Atlanta to Tampa in January. Yeah. And y'all chose to say, I don't even want to show up to that. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. You know, at this point, like I tell them, you can't get in my DMs asking me what to do. What should I do next? I don't know. Shit, I try to help you. You didn't want to take those opportunities, so I have nothing to say. Yeah. Only thing I can tell you ain't ready for this shit. Because if you was, you'd have took that opportunity and came out and get in front of some people that can help you. Yeah. That's it.
Thought that shit. You can't mask real. And the way you felt about that was coming from a brother that really loved his city. So I'm like, yo, he real passionate about this. Like that, that was hurtful to him. And people don't even get that exactly, brother. He say that needs to be said. And it does, because people waste their time on the craziest things. And I remember you being an artist, man. You remember we didn't have this internet thing, Risky.
We didn't have internet. We didn't have social media. We didn't have no TikToks. We didn't have no IG. We didn't have this Facebook shit. We might have had some, what was the one thing we
I
did
think
have? What was it called?
it was MySpace was the last I remember. It's the
MySpace.
earliest. Yeah.
MySpace. Okay. That was all we had. And here's all the opportunities y'all got. And then, like I said, I will go above and beyond for artists. When they reach out to me or they call me or they talk to me, I can tell you, and any artist will tell you, I will give them great advice. Same advice I would give Pretty Image or anybody. I will give them advice. I don't mind giving advice to these people because at the end of the day, I want to see artists grow. I want to see artists make it too. I want to see you go out here and do your thing. You know what I mean? So, and any artist will tell you that has ever reached out to me, but like, hey, I've called them. I spoke to Risky Business, personally, and I give them all the advice, I can give them possible. But it's up to them to take the great advice that I give them. You know what I mean? So I'm an open door. You know what I mean? I have an open door policy. And the knowledge, most people that have the knowledge they have, they'll charge for that knowledge. I won't charge for nothing. You call me, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to tell you what you should do, and I'm going to give you the next step and tell you what opportunities you should take. That's just me.
Yeah.
Some people say they'll charge for it. That's not me. I feel like if you really real about this shit and you really trying to do it, I'm going to give you the advice. You hit me up, I'm going to give it to you.
Now I got to ask, brother, when we speak about, again, elaborating on From the Mud, I was saying I was blessed with it. And I got to personally thank you because I understand that you okayed that interview, brother. I don't forget alley-oops that's thrown to me. And that was when the fire was y'all had just lit the twigs together. Right now,
right.
I don't even want to stand by y'all from the heat that's coming. So I got to ask, man, what did you do to develop Pretty Image and make her what she is now and what she's going to grow to be?
Man, to be honest, Pretty always had the ability to be great. I'm gonna be real with you. She's my daughter. I've watched her grow to see who she is. A lot of people don't know. Pretty, she's been to the School of the Arts. She's grown up doing entertainment in the entertainment business for many years. Ever since she was like from 7 years old on up, she's done modeling, acting. She done commercials. She done did Disney commercials. She's already had the factor. So only thing that for her was when she wanted to transition to music was back, like I said, back in 2016, she was in middle school. She's like, I want to do music. I'm already, doing a lot of acting. I'm doing some dancing. Because she does productions and stuff, with Ruth Echo Hall. She's done stuff at the Mahaffey Theater in St. Petersburg, Florida. She's done some big productions. Yeah. People don't know Pretty does dance. Pretty dance, she do it all. You know what I'm saying? She just told to say, I want to do music. I want to write. So when she came to me and want to do that, her and her sister, because they started off in a duo together. I was like, okay, because they watch everything I did in the studio. So, and I just kind of watched her just continue to keep rising to what she wanted to do. She started off, writing this and doing this and writing, she started doing some R&B stuff. And then she said, I want to rap. And I'm just watching, sit back and just see what she could do. It's like, damn. So basically, the more she evolved as an artist, the more I knew I too had to kind of evolve with her. As she evolved, I had to also evolve. So if she's doing this, I got to make sure I'm on point when it comes to this as manager, as label. I kind of give her own freedom when it comes to being an artist. I don't put any restraints on her. I allow her to be as creative as she wants. And I think that's very important for artists to be very creative as they want, without anybody else telling them what route they should do and whatever. But honest, I don't know, man. It was just a thing. It just happened. Because even though she was in the group with her sister, she did the duo, we had to kind of revamp everything because her sister wanted to do some solo stuff, or she just wanted to she kind of wanted some time to herself. She wanted to do some stuff to herself. And she wanted to just step away from that. And even though she stepped away, Pretty still want to do what she want to do. Pretty like, I still want to do music. I'm still want to do entertainment. Because this is what I've been doing for the longest. I don't want to change this up. Just the fact that we had to even revamp everything, redo everything, it still, she was able to come out on top, still be able to just, it's phenomenal because to have to redo some shit and still do good and still do her thing, it's amazing, man. So it really, I got to give it to her, really, though, man. It's really her and her abilities. All I do is try to play off of her abilities and see what I need to do to take things to the level for her. Because, like I said, when she evolved, I evolved. You know what I'm saying?
So, what is it like juggling being father and manager? Because it still is your baby girl. You know what I mean? What is that like juggling the two?
It's a fine line, man. I'm telling you, it's a fine line. Because as manager, I have certain things that I have set forth for her. As her dad, she look at me as her dad, and it's like, how does she see the line as her dad and then the manager? It's a fine line, and I try not to cross either. You know what I mean? I try to stay, when it's time to be manager, I try to stay in that line as the manager. When I'm her dad, I try to stay in that line, but I'm gonna be real with you. It's a fine line, and sometimes both cross each other sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yes,
sometimes as her dad, I end up being her manager.
yes,
You know what I mean? Sometimes as a manager, I'm talking to her as her
yes.
dad. So it's hard though. It's like, it's a fine line. I can't, you know what I mean? It is. Because at the end of the day, she is my daughter, but I have to also be able to, she got to be able to take direction, what she does when I'm her manager. And then she also got to be able to learn how to take direction when I'm talking to her as a dad. And she'll tell you the same thing. It's a fine line because it's like, damn, it's my daddy and my manager. So how do I respond? How do I go about it? But she does, one thing about it though, she know business. She know business. And she handle business, she do business, and she know how to do business. You feel?
I love the fact of the rose is given because, man, these are the talks that I feel need to be had with the people that are not looking to do things commercially, if you will. Like they're not looking to be, you're building your own limelight. You're not coattailing, you're not doing anything like that. This is you. You know what I mean? From the rises to the falls. You know what I mean? This is all you. That's organic, man. So I gotta ask, when you were starting this business, like you share with me that it went from the escort to risky business entertainment. What was that like financially for you? And what I mean by that were, with anything you do in life comes losses. What type of losses have you took or struggles you took as far as financially getting you guys to the level that you are now?
Listen, it take money to make money, Fleazy. I'm be real with you. It take money to make money. It take money to make this shit look good. It ain't nothing easy about it. Like I say, when I transitioned from doing the escort, and shout out to the wifey, because wifey was about, listen, wifey is a ride to die, boy. I'm telling you, wifey no, ride to die. Even with the escort business, wifey like, nigga, do your thing. So wifey is probably one of the realest, like the realest ever, man. I love that woman, but she the realest. She the realest. Why we together 20 plus years, because she the realest. With everything comes loss. You're going to take loss. You're going to take some losses, because at the end of the day, it's going to take money to do it. It's going to take money to create. You can't do this shit broke. You can't do this shit not having the funds. So yeah, I took losses. You know what I'm saying? I took money that I had even through the escort business to put into this business that I'm doing now with this music. Some losses, but also gain too.
Yeah.
So in the day, you know what I'm saying, it's a gamble either way it go when it comes to this business, especially the music business. You're gonna take gamble, but you got to be willing to be okay with the losses. Okay, you got to be okay with it.
Yeah.
If you ain't willing to take losses, get your ass out this game. It ain't the game for you, because you're gonna take losses, bro. You're gonna take losses. You're gonna lose some money trying to make some money.
Yeah.
And if you ain't willing to do that, get your ass out this game. You might as well stop doing what you're doing. Go on to work your 9 to 5. Go on to whatever the fuck you gonna do, because this ain't for you.
Yeah.
Okay? You're gonna take losses. And I done took plenty. Risky took plenty. But Risky here to tell you that I'm thankful that for those losses, and I'm also thankful for all the gains that I've also made from and created. Yeah.
Now that we a label, man, we got
Mm.
Pretty Image that's scorching. Are we accepting any other artists? Are there any other artists on the label at the moment?
There are no more artists on the label at the moment. I did have an R&B artist at one time, but she's a free agent. But the only artist I have right now is Pretty Image. That's the only artist I'm pushing right now. That's the only artist I'm putting a little energy and all my energy and stuff into. But not to say that I won't, bring or sign any more artists in the near future. So please understand that is opportunities that I will have open opportunities in the future. But like right now, it's just Pretty Image. Pretty Image the only artist right now. That's the only artist I'm really focused on right now.
And that's as far as label and management.
That part is label and management.
Okay. Okay. But that's what it is because listen, it's gonna a win is a win, Risky. A win is a win,
Right.
and it's a win because I'm watching the traction, man. I love seeing stuff grow. I'm watching the traction. I'm watching the wheels spin off on this. So that's dope, man. We got a show coming up this
Right.
weekend on April 6th. PBE
Right.
Pluto and the
Hey, bro.
Pretty Image.
Oh man. Oh wow. Yes, man. PBE Pluto Pretty Image April 6th here in Tampa. At Hefe nightclub in Tampa. It's gonna be pretty big. We have a sold out event.
How did we get the combination to actually make it a concert?
Me and PBE kind of been touching base on for a while now. That's my dog, man. Shout out to PBE. That's my boy. We talked about putting together something here in Tampa with him and Pretty, because they got the song together. Plus, and I said, let's put something together. And that was back in January. I want to say, but actually, we talked about it in December. Let's take that. And then in about around January, we started putting stuff together. And he was like, let's do it for April. And we came up with the date. I got with Bass SRQ, which is my dog Ian. Ian said he got Hefe. Hefe said, go ahead and run it. And then we came up with the date April 6th. And the rest was history. So with me, PBE Pluto, my dog Ian at Bass SRQ. Shout out to Face, DJ Face. He's the DJ for the event. So we all got together and said we're gonna do this shit. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do our own concert, our own festival, our own event. Fuck riding somebody else's coattail. Fuck that. Cause like at the end of the day, if we create our own way, therefore people are gonna follow. So that's what we want to do. Create our own event, create our own concert, create our own festival, and create our own way so people can follow. And that's what we did.
Man. So I want to ask, and in your professional opinion, with what you're doing, do you believe there's a such thing as bad and good networking, or does it not matter?
When it comes to that, again, it's like the saying, good publicity, bad publicity is all publicity. So even with the networking, bad networking, good networking, take it for what it's worth. If it's bad networking, take what you can from that. If it's good networking, take what you can from that. So everything for me, even with the bad networking and good networking, it's an experience for me. I think the experience is the best thing you can take from anything. So I take the experience from it. You know what I mean? So I think that's for anybody. Whether it's, like I said, good or bad networking, just take the experience from it, because all it's going to do is help you grow. You feel?
Yeah.
Help you grow.
Yeah. Again, in your professional opinion, because like I say, I love the fact that you're willing to give the sauce, man. And it's not many people. We're becoming the extinct, Risky. We're becoming
Right.
the extinct, the genuine. There's some of us still left, and I'm knowing the supporters and everybody, they are part of that. But it's just amazing when you see somebody willing to help, somebody doing it from the ground up. So with that said,
Right.
I'm just a person trying to start a label, man. What advice would you give to a person trying to do what you did as far as steps?
As far as steps, if you're going to start a label, my advice to you is, first and foremost, a team. You know, if you ain't got a team, you definitely want to have a team of people you can have and count on. One. Number two, you want to, especially if you want to, have an artist, find that one artist you want to work with. one artist you believe in, one artist that's gonna work with you. Don't worry about no more artists. Just one artist. Take that one artist and you build with that one artist, and y'all can build together. Because at the end of the day, you're learning. While you building, you're learning. You're learning with this artist. You're learning all the outlets. Because you got to find different outlets. When it comes to this music shit, you got to have outlets, bro. You got to have people that you know that's in the industry, or people that's around people in the industry. Somehow you got to have outlets, and that's the main sauce to your business. Networking and connecting with the right people. That's the goal. Because you ain't gonna do this shit by yourself. It's hard to do it by yourself. Because I tried to do it by myself at first. But when I started connecting the dots and started connecting with the right people, I noticed that things started moving a little faster, a little smoother, and a little better. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to surround yourself with like-minded people like yourself. You want to find a team of people that's willing to work with you. So if you want to build your label, get some people with you that's willing to push you too. He's willing to push. They willing to push that label. They're willing to work hard with you for that label. They're willing to do everything it takes to make sure that label. You know what I'm saying? You got to have people like that. You think the people that started labels did this shit by themselves? No, they did not. All the people that ever started labels had to have somebody that they had to help them get there. Period. I don't give a fuck who you is. If you start a label from the ground up, somebody helped you get that label off the ground. A lot of times you don't do it by yourself. So find you a team that you trust, a team that you can work with, a team that'll help you get there.
Yes, sir.
And that'll do it for you. People you can trust, and you'll do it. And like I said, and an artist that's willing to put in the time, the dedication. Because there's a lot of artists that say they want to do it, and then when you put them to the fire, them motherfuckers back up.
Talk about
They
it.
back down. They ain't ready for it. Oh, I got this going on. I can't. Well, then what you talking about? You said you wanted this shit. Now all of a sudden I'm giving it to you. You scared. So no, find an artist that's willing to go in the flames with you. That's ready to go to the test and the fire with you. That's the artist you want to push first. And just push that artist. Don't push no more artists. Just push that one. Once you push that one artist to the fullest, everybody else gonna see what you're doing, and then they're gonna be like, God damn, I want to be a part of that. Just what I did with Pretty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I push that one artist. Everybody saw what you're doing with that one artist. They can be like, oh, damn, I want to be a part of that. Rather than another artist want to be a part of some shit, or if they somebody that say, hey, man, I want to be part of your team. What can I do to help? You know, what can I do?
Yeah.
And I get that, too. Yeah. People that be like, man, I want to connect with y'all and just be part of the team. What can I do? And they come to the territory when they see shit move. But, yeah, get your team, man. Get your team that's willing to go through the fire with you. Get your artists that want to go through the fire with you. You'll be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to do it, man. Real talk.
Risky, y'all don't miss, man. Y'all don't miss, and that leaves me because I definitely want to know. For one, you use your instinct. I could just tell by your conversation, your experience, what you've been through is what's helping you move and maneuver and what you're doing right now. With that said, man, the shows that you have got booked for Pretty Image, how did you know what right doors to walk in? Because I'm pretty sure you got hella offers. How did you know what was good and what wasn't when it came to something as far as the show?
Man, to be honest, it's all from trial and error. You know, like I said, coming up and doing it, and from the beginning, we had some, you know, you had them type of people, type of shows that you know ain't gonna be worth what it is, and then you meet the people that know they about their game when it comes to the shows. It's just trial and error, to be honest with you, man. When you've done this shit for so long, you can see through the bullshit, and then you can see when it's somebody real about the game. That's just what it is. Like, you just can't come at me with some bullshit and think that I'm gonna fall for it. You know what I'm saying? I've been here too long doing this. Yeah. I just told you I've been doing this shit since 01, 2000. It's not, you can't bring the, you know what I'm saying, bullshit to me. I done seen it all. You know what I'm saying? I done told it and sold it. You feel me? I just told you also I had an escort business. Yeah. I done told it and sold it. There's nothing you can tell me. That's kind of, for me, it's trial and error. You feel me? So that's all it is, man. Trial and error.
Are there any plans as far as what's next for Risky Business, the label, and their artists? Since we're focused on that one, are we doing an album? Are we just
Oh man,
dumping songs
we
or what's
got a
the
we
plan?
yeah, we got an album on the way. She's in the studio knocking out a lot of shit. Some of y'all might have seen some of the snippets of some of the stuff she's doing in the studio. So she'll let her fans know little snippets here and there. We got an album on the way. We got a couple singles we're gonna get ready to drop. She got a lot of R&B shit that she's gonna drop, as well as the hip hop shit that she's doing. Awards on the way. I want to say she up for like 3 awards. She up for the HHF. Ugly Money Award. She's up for Yo ATL Music Award. She's up for Industry Plug Music Award. I mean, she's just up for like 3 awards. And shout out to her because she done came home with a bunch of them bitches. But just to be, just, just to have up for 3 awards around the same time is crazy. And a
Yeah,
lot of them award shows, people don't understand, they in Atlanta. They
yeah,
got there in Atlanta or Georgia or Augusta. And for them to notice her here in Florida, and for her to be like one of the only artists in Florida that they noticing they're going to give awards to, amazing to me. Because it's Yo ATL Raps Award. That's ATL.
yeah.
We ain't from ATL. We're in Florida. And again, Industry Plug Award. That's out there in Georgia. And then you get, like I said, HHF Ugly Money Award, Atlanta again. It's like for them to just kind of and a big shout out to everybody in Atlanta. They love her music out there, man. She's always out there doing shit, bro. Performing, interviews, just you know, seeing fans out there, man. Autograph signing, you name it.
Yeah.
They love it. And so big. And if you can make it in Atlanta, I'm gonna tell you, if you out there in Atlanta and Atlanta embrace you, you doing something. Because Atlanta ain't gonna embrace no outsider. They ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna motherfucking do it, bro. If you ain't from ATL, bitch, they ain't gonna embrace you. And just for them to embrace her the way they do and they love her, should
Yeah.
tell you everything you need to know. So yeah, she up for 3 awards. Music dropping soon, a new album, all that good shit. We pushing. We got a lot of shit on the way, man. It's just a matter of
Yeah.
timing. It's coming. So let everybody know.
And the
It's coming.
consist. Now, see, look, this what y'all don't know. I'm finna show y'all how humble this dude is, and this is why I told him I was gonna bring it up. He remembered because he told you the artist awards. But let's not act like this ain't the winner of 2023 UMA's Worldwide Music Award of Label and Manager of the Year.
Ah
What
man,
was that
yeah,
like,
man.
man? Talk to me about that, man. That's
I was
crazy.
not I was not expecting the award. We was invited out. A big shout out to Bernard Moore of he's the CEO of the Universal Music Awards Worldwide UMAs in Atlanta. It's in Atlanta. We came out and to be a part of the awards because she was brought out to perform. She went out here and Pretty Image did her thing. And then I'm just sitting there chilling, and then I get a call out for it. I'm like, whoa, what? What? So I'm like, okay, all righty. So I was put on the spot. But yeah, it was for best label and management. Along those lines, it was amazing to me, man, just to get that award. And I'm gonna tell you, them awards for the UMA awards don't feel like regular awards. Some the awards feel so light and they just like these. Nah, man, you can rob a bank with that award. It's so heavy. Let me tell you, hey, that award is so heavy. You can rob a bank with that motherfucker. I said, God damn, it's so heavy. Also, big shout out again to BMO, man, Bernard Moore, the CEO of the award show. He also gave an award to someone who just passed recently, Louis Gossett Jr.
Yeah,
He just passed away.
yes, sir.
Louis Gossett Jr. Got a Legends Award that same year. He wasn't able to come, but he did. It was a video that came on, and he thanked everybody. It was beautiful. But it was just amazing that he was able to get that award last year, and then this year he passes away. It was amazing that the UMAs actually gave him an award letting them know how much they appreciate him as an entertainer, someone that's been doing it for a very long time as an actor, and gave him his flowers while he could still spare them shits. And then we fast forward, here we are. He passed away.
Yeah.
It's crazy. My condolences to Louis Gossett Jr. and his family, man, and big shout out to BMO, man, for even doing what he did, man, to give Louis Gossett Jr. his flowers for the UNX.
Man, it's the humble, y'all. Y'all see it. The man is
Yeah.
humble. He won't even take his full flowers without giving them, and that's what I feel it needs to be about, brother. The reason I wanted this sit down was the fact that people need to know, man.
Right.
People need
Right.
to know we still exist. Like there is still hope. You are still look. You even said like, look, hey, it's pretty image right now, but man, if you need some sauce or something, man, holler at me. And if you serious, I'll lead you in the right direction, but you can't be on that bullshit. You can't be mad at that. You
Can't be
can't
on
be
that
mad at
bullshit.
you can't be
For
mad
sure. For
at that,
sure.
man. I
Can't be
love
on
it.
that bullshit.
And I'm honored that I got to sit and talk with you, man. Now, before I get about your hair, because I know you're definitely a busy man, I got one more question from you
Yes,
that
sir.
could be your personal or professional opinion.
Okay.
What do you believe separates fans and supporters?
I think what separates fans and supporters, again, to me, supporters are somebody who don't have to be a fan of you. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to be a fan of you to support you. I'm sorry.
Yes,
They
sir.
don't have to be a fan of you to support you, but to support you. And that right there goes a long way, to be honest with you. And that goes for family, friends. You know what I'm saying? Those people can support you without having to be a fan. They don't have to be a fan of you to support you. But if they believe in what you're doing, they can support you. I believe in it. Let me see how it go. Let me be a part of it. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a fan of me. But if you know and you believe in what I'm doing, you can still support me. Support don't have to be anything financial either. Support can be as simple as sharing my post, sharing a flyer, letting people know about what's going on over here. And that don't take much. It don't take money. It don't take none of that shit to support somebody. So at the end of the day, a fan and a supporter are two different things. Fans gonna let you know they fans because they gonna love what you're doing. They gonna love the music. They may support. They're gonna probably support you automatically because they're a fan. But those people that that are supposed to be supporters don't know how to be a fan to be a supporter. They don't take money to be a supporter. That's take money out of the equation. Okay, share my post. Share what I'm doing. Let people know what I'm doing. Okay, tell them what I'm doing. Hey man, go check my dog out. That's supporting. Whether you wanna, you know what I'm saying, be a fan or not. It's easy to support. It really is. It don't cost a dime to do it.
Yes,
You
sir.
feel me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it don't cost a dime to do it. It's cheap.
I
It's cheap to
need
support.
that.
That's the cheapest thing you can do is support.
I
A bitch ain't gotta spend a dime to support you.
no, sir.
Okay? Share my post. Share this. If I send something to you, share it with somebody else. That's called support.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to pay for shit. You ain't got to come out your pockets. All I'm asking for you is a little bit of your time to share this. And that go for anybody. And for artists that are out there who have family or friends or people that's claiming they want to support them. If they want to support you, tell them to share your shit. Share my music. Share my merch. You ain't got to buy it. Don't buy my merch. I don't give a shit you buy it or don't buy it. Share it to somebody else. Because at the end of the day, that person might want to buy it. I'm not asking you to spend a dime. I'm asking you for your time. That's different. Not share. I ain't asking you to spend a dime. I'm asking you for your time. And that don't cost a damn thing to share. Okay? If you're going to share somebody else's shit that you don't know, how is that going to hurt you to share some shit of somebody that you do? I see people share people's shit all the time. Look what such and such said. Boozy. Sharing boozy shit. Sharing this. Okay, well, then why you ain't sharing this motherfucker? This artist shit. This your boy. This your homie. This a nigga you know. Why you ain't sharing this shit? Boosie don't know a motherfucking thing about you, nigga. He don't even know you exist. But this person that's asking you to share that shit do. They know you personally. You know them personally. So why you can't share their shit? That's crazy to me. Because anytime somebody sends something to me, I share it. I
Mm.
share it. You, look on my story. People shit on my story all the time. I don't have to. I do it because hey, let me support this person. And you'll see on my story, I'm sharing somebody else's shit and they got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Because it don't take much to do it. It all is a click. That's it. That's how fast I can share some shit. So how's that? Come on. And I expect the same thing when I got something going on. Share my shit too.
Yeah. It's only
It's
right.
not listen. I'm not.
It's only right.
It's only right. I'm not asking for a dime. I'm just asking for your time. That's it.
That's it. I
That's
had
it.
to have that as the final question because, again, giving you your flowers, brother. My brother Block always teaches me about, man, signs and symbols are for the conscious mind. So I got this man didn't know me. The reason I asked him about that, this man obviously went to my page. He the manager. I didn't know this at the time, and I had to share this story as we wrapping it up. Pretty Image is on fire. I got introduced to her by IG itself. They threw her to me, so I'm trying to get it. So at the end of the day, to know that this man obviously did his homework, look like, okay, because I was not where I am now when I had that interview with Pretty Image, man. I was still building, and he took a chance. He took a chance. I knew then my brother Block will vouch. I said, one day I'm going to talk to him. Because once I knew what it was, then it was just like, yo, that's different. And I knew management. I didn't even know Father until after the interview. And I was just like, whoa,
Right.
whoa.
Right.
So to
Right.
know that that's facts. I'm living proof of what you just said in that question. And I had to have it for the final question because this man didn't even know me. This man gave a Chi-Town dude a chance with his artist and his daughter and allowed me to have something they can't take from me because if y'all are asleep again, if anybody is asleep, you are about to wake up. You'll be woke soon. If you're not woke by now, and it's just, man, I'm grateful to that. Man, I can't wait to see what's next for the entertainment business, brother. I can't wait. You still writing, man? Now that's a fleazy question. You still writing?
No. I don't have time to
Yeah,
write. I don't have no time to write.
yeah,
Too busy trying to run a entertainment business, a music bit, my label and then manage. I don't have time to write. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie. I miss it. I miss it. I enjoyed it. I had a good time doing it. It was one of the great highlights of the business and in my career was writing. I loved it. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But do I have time to do it? I can't. Nah, man. Like, as you see, I'm in my car coming from business shit now, and I'm just pulled over doing this interview because I got too much going on for me to sit down and really try to write. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do miss it though. I ain't gonna lie, Fleazy, I miss it. I do.
Yeah. Oh, you
I do.
might get back as eventually, man. You're gonna get to sit on the throne and you might surprise us with a little something, man. I love
I might. I
it.
might.
and I'm gonna be
I
be
might.
watching. I'm gonna be in the dip like this, wait. I'm like, yeah, here you go. Okay, okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
brother, man, I can't thank you enough
I appreciate
for giving me your
it too,
time
brother.
tonight, man. This was an amazing sit down, man. Just to
Thank
be able to speak
you.
to
Thank
somebody
you.
that's doing what you doing, man. Like you are doing it. You give us hope. There are real still out here, man. So, man, like I say, follow this brother. Make sure you check out Pretty Image, man. You got if you're in Florida, if any of my people in Florida and y'all don't go to that show, go on and lose my number. Just lose my number. Don't call me no more. We ain't got nothing to talk
Yeah.
about. We got nothing else, brother.
Right.
Did you have any
Right.
final words before we get out of here tonight?
Hey man, my final words there. First and foremost, man, I appreciate you having me on, Fleazy, man. It's always amazing, man. Just being part of your show. because I got a chance to watch Pretty do her interview with you, man. You're an amazing interviewer. Your show is amazing. So again, man, thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody that's out there, man, keep, especially in the music industry, man, keep doing your thing. Independent artists, keep pushing, don't stop. The opportunities for us is vast. It's so much we can do, man. And Tampa, there's so much we can do together. I love my city. I love what we're doing, but we got to do this shit together. That's it. You know, everybody's trying to do their own thing, and that's fine. But if we pull together, man, we can do the same shit Atlanta doing. We can do the same shit they're doing out in Texas. We can do the same shit in what they did in New York. Let's pull together as a team, as one big unit, man. We can do a lot of shit out here in Tampa, because I feel like Tampa is another avenue, another area that talent has not been, you know what I'm saying? It's just so much talent out here. That's why a lot of people are flocking here now for the talent. They want to see what's out here. So I think that's another thing we need to do, man, is pull together. Big shout out for everybody, man. Big shout out for the image. Big shout out to Wifey. I know she's out here watching, and so grateful for her because she's also co-CEO of Risky Biz Entertainment. Big shout out to my team. April 6th, Saturday, is going down at Hefe Nightclub in Tampa, Florida. Make sure y'all is out here from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. The Alabama, Florida Concert Festival. Alabama invades Florida. It's going to be big, sold out show. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets on universe.com. It's going down right now in the city. Big shout out to also Cartier 500 got an event coming out. It's going to be this Friday in Tampa at Truth 18. For everybody who's going to be in Florida during the time, those are coming down, make sure you check out my boy Cartier 500. He's got an event that's going to be big too. But April 6th, Saturday, we knocking this shit out of the ballpark. Make sure y'all there, man. If you ain't there, you losing.
And who wants
you
to
ain't there,
lose?
you losing. I'm telling you, who want to lose? Okay.
Y'all heard it from Mr. Risky himself, man.
Yes. I appreciate you, Fleezy, man. Always, my brother.
Man, you gonna be back. This is not your only time here, sir. This is not your only time.
Man. I appreciate it, brother.
And
thank you, sir.
Man, no, thank you, sir. And thank you all who came in, man. Shouts out to co-CEO Mrs. Risky Entertainment as well, and all the people that came through today. Thank you for tuning in to the Logic Lounge with Fleezy Jones, episode 72, brought to you by the good brother Block Legend 7. Man, Mr. Risky, I'm going to end it how I always end it, brother. I tell them living off good instinct counts. So always keep your logic. Y'all stay cool.
You too, my brother. Thank you.
Yes, sir.